Iceland has been a dream destination for travelers for years, and it is really no wonder why. Quite frankly, there aren't that many places in the world where you can explore an active volcano, walk inside an ice cave, soak in hot springs and witness the northern lights, all in a single trip. But then add stunning mountains and the chance to ski from summit to sea, and you've got yourself the perfect recipe for a ski trip of a lifetime. This hidden gem, about the same size as Yellowstone National Park, is located in northern Iceland, just a couple of kilometers away from the Arctic Circle. It is home to hundreds of peaks, many over 100 meters tall, and it is one of the snowiest regions in the country. And while there is also a good skiing in other parts of Iceland, Troll Peninsula is really the place to be, thanks to the amount of snow and the possibility to ski all the way to June. And now you might be wondering, why are you sharing this? Wouldn't you just want to keep this a secret? And sure, this is exactly what I thought first too, but then after all those years of living here, I've seen how having skiers come here really makes a big difference for local communities and how it really helps to bring these little places alive during the winter time, and helping others plan their trip here made me realize how rewarding it is to share this terrain with others. And frankly, seeing people's excitement when they reach the summit or carve their first turns here, it just never gets old. Plus, let's be honest, the skiing and the snowboarding crowd is usually pretty awesome, and there aren't that many bad apples, for example, compared to a general tourism. And so with that said, let me tell you more about why I think you should have this place on your list if you are still deciding where to go skiing this year or in the future. First of all, there is something here for everyone, whether it's piste skiing, ski touring or even heli skiing. In the capital of the north, Akureyri, you will find what I believe is the best ski area in Iceland, Hlíðarfjall. Of course, you cannot compare it to the quality of skiing in the Alps. But it does have a chairlift and plenty of playful terrain that's easily accessible with just a short tour from the top station. The downside is that it can get quite busy, especially on the weekends. And for that reason, my favorite ski area in Iceland is still the one above the town Siglufjörður, in the northern part of the peninsula. And while there is no chairlift here, it is much quieter and views are stunning. Plus there's plenty of fun freeride terrain nearby. Most of you watching this, however, will be probably more interested in the ski touring opportunities that this area has to offer. The best thing is that many of the routes in the area are super easy to access and you don't really have to worry about long traverses and stuff. Plus, you can oftentimes start the tour basically straight from the road and it only takes 2 to 3 hours to reach the summit. By the coast, you'll find the most beautiful lines, thanks to the stunning fjord views and easy access. These peaks range from about 800 to 1000 meters in elevation, and in most cases you are starting from sea level. Then, if we venture farther into the peninsula, you'll find slightly higher mountains there, ranging from 1000 to 1300 meters. The tallest peak, Kertling, is located south of Akureyri and stands just over 1500 meters tall. And if you want to know where to exactly go skiing plus get all the planning advice that you need, then you can check out my ski guide, which I'll be linking below. Now, another thing that you should know is that this area is also very popular for heli skiing. And love it or hate it, if you have a budget for heli skiing, it is a lot of fun and can be an exciting highlight of your adventure. And so if you're interested, I might be even able to get a little discount available with Arctic heli skiing. Just make sure to check out the video description for details. Another reason why Troll Peninsula is such an amazing skiing destination is its accessibility, because it is just so easy to get here. From the international airport Keflavik, it takes about 5 to 6 hours to get here by car. Only 45 minutes if you take a domestic flight from Reykjavik to Akureyri, or if you are traveling from UK, you can even fly straight to Akureyri. And last time I checked, those flights were super affordable. And also then once you are here in Akureyri, you can also rent here a car as well. But what about the characteristics of the winter season? When is the best time to visit and what snow conditions can you expect? Well, I have already made a video on this topic on my channel, which you can check out later, but here is at least a quick summary. The ski season typically runs from November till June, But quite frankly, I wouldn't really recommend visiting before late January, mainly because of inconsistent snow coverage and the very short daylight hours. For example, on January 1st, the sun rises around 11:30 am and sets at 3 pm, leaving very little time for skiing. However, the days lengthen quickly, and by February, we already gained several extra hours of daylight. As a local, I've already skied few times this season, enjoying some great powder and even some evening sessions. However, conditions at this time of the year are just very unpredictable. Like right now, for instance, it is December 10th and we just lost a significant amount of snow due to some freak warm windstorm only 2 days ago. In my opinion, it is just worth waiting until February or March, which are basically the best months for skiing and your best chance of finding some Arctic powder. Then April is another great month, though it is a little bit more transitional. You can get corn, pow, or both, you just never know. Just keep in mind that every season is a little bit different and predicting the conditions has just become increasingly difficult due to all the unusual weather patterns that we've been seeing lately. Now, if you are looking for a proper spring skiing, May typically offers excellent corn skiing, and depending on how much snow falls during the winter, there can still be a good skiing even in June. But the trade-off for visiting so late in the season is that you simply have to expect some woodpecking to reach the snowline. But now, one downside that I want to mention is that coming here exclusively for skiing can be sometimes a little bit tricky. Because you see, it just takes a little bit of luck to strike those perfect conditions when you get a great weather plus a great snow. But that is just so hard to plan for, because honestly, I've met people who only been here for like a couple of days and had perfect conditions every single day. But then I also met people who traveled here for more than 2 weeks and they had to deal with flat light and ice basically for the entire time. But actually, this brings me to another reason why this area is such a good ski destination. You see, even if the weather or snow conditions aren't ideal, you can still enjoy your time here, exploring the region, as there is just so much to see. There are many hot springs and pools, activities like whale watching, and day trips to places like Godafoss waterfall, Husavik, the geothermal area around Lake Mývatn, Dettifoss waterfall, and more. Well, I guess what I'm trying to say here is that you basically need to be open-minded if you decide to come skiing here, and you just have to deal with whatever conditions you get and try to make the best of it, even if it means not going skiing every single day. But then, if you are seeking adventure and you want to find out why so many people fall in love with this place, then I guess that Iceland's Troll Peninsula is definitely worth adding to your list. And if you want to see more videos about skiing in Iceland, then you can check out this playlist right here, and I'll see you in the next one.